It's Friday. That means it's time for the Friday draft. Oh boy, get ready on Locked On NFL Draft. Let's go.
You are Locked On NFL Draft, your daily podcast covering the NFL Draft. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
If you're just listening, you can hear the smiles. If you're watching, you see them because it's the Friday draft right here on Locked On NFL Draft. This is one we started last week, and I'm telling you, that was an absolute blast. I had people responding to me, I know you guys did as well, about the draft we did last week, which was drafting 5 rounds, your football movie team of 5, and it was absolutely awesome because I drafted a bunch of criminals. Eric Crocker drafted Forrest Gump, which got everybody going. And Ryan drafted Dr. Strangelove in the first round, which was a little strange. I got to admit. But he did return with a very good draft. So tonight we got a new draft for you. And like I said, Eric Crocker, former NFL, AFL defensive back, from at Eric_Crocker. You got Ryan Tracy right there, at Ryan Tracy, NFL on Twitter from Rogue Analytics. I'm John Harris, your host, football analyst and sideline reporter for the Houston Texans, and also owner-operator of footballtakeover.com. And today's episode is brought to you by BetOnline. BetOnline has you covered this season with more props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline, where the game starts. All right, I know people are like, John, get to it. What's the draft tonight? Okay, tonight's draft is very, very easy, kind of. We are all GMs tonight. And I don't know what really got me thinking about this, but there's 7 rounds in the NFL draft, and they're undrafted. So our draft tonight will be 7 rounds. We are drafting current NFL players for our team, not for the Texans, Chiefs, 49ers, not just our team. We have a fictitious team.
Team Crocker, Team Harris, right. Team Tracy.
You got it. And we are drafting, but you can only draft a player in the round that he was drafted. So you can't draft like J.J. Watt in the 7th round. If you want to draft J.J. Watt, it's got to be in the 1st round. Only stipulations we have. Number 1, you have to draft 1 quarterback. You can have 2. You can do the 2012 team formerly known as the Redskins, what they did with RG3 and Kirk Cousins. You can do that, but you have to draft 1 quarterback, and you can draft no more than 2 players at 1 position. Now, if you draft a center, a guard, and a tackle, that's okay. 3 different positions, you're okay. If you draft 3 left tackles, we got to throw a flag on you. So that's how we're drafting. Now, we got 7 rounds, so we're going to do it the same way. We got to go a little quicker because last time it was only 5 rounds. But we'll snake draft. We flipped a coin. I'm not going to ask heads or tails because of, viral moments and such. Ryan Tracy, it came up. You get 1st pick. Eric Crocker gets 2nd pick. I go 3rd. So that's how we'll go 1st round. Then we'll snake back for the 2nd round. We're all good. Your philosophy can be whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be. You can draft quarterback first, you can draft whatever. It's totally up to you. Those are the only stipulations. 1 quarterback and no more than 2 at a position. Ryan Tracy, you ready?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Cards in. Ryan Tracy. The very first draft pick in the Friday draft, the current NFL player, the ultimate 7-round draft pick is...
You're not going to be surprised. It has to be this guy that came up and traded for him. And he is everything. It is Patrick Mahomes, QB1.
I was gonna start texting your fan base if you pick somebody else.
If you did pick somebody else, there probably would be hell to pay. There would be no question about that. So yeah, Patrick Mahomes off the board. No surprise that he went off the board at all. I have my fingers crossed. Maybe, but no, I'm
not crazy tonight. Well,
no, very, very well. Hey, look, sometimes you just have to make the pick that's right there in front of you. All right, Eric Crocker, Patrick Mahomes is off the board. What say you in the 1st round for Team Crocker?
I guess I have to go with the guy that just defeated Patrick Mahomes, right? The guy from Fireball, California, Central Valley, California, and that's Josh Allen. Guy had to go the junior college route, headed over to Wyoming, played 3 years at Wyoming. Kyle Shanahan said he would have taken him at number 2 if he would have came out in 2017, but clearly he didn't come out. And now he's a top 3 quarterback easily in the NFL. So I'm definitely going with Josh Allen.
No, you guys have 2 quarterbacks, and my guess is that you're satisfied with quarterbacks. You want to add other players. So I might be able to wait until the 6th round for my quarterback. I might. Can wait to the 4th, maybe. I could do that. But there's a guy I've always wanted on my team, and I'm so tempted to take him here. But I'm going to play the odds. I'm going to play the odds a little bit because I might be in trouble if I do it too long, but I'm going to play the odds right here. I've always wanted this guy on my team. I saw him at the Senior Bowl back in 2014. It's my first Senior Bowl. And I remember looking him in the eye, and I thought, Aaron Donald is going to play in the NFL at 6 foot, 285 pounds. No chance. I've always wanted Aaron Donald on my team. And Team Harris takes Aaron Donald in the first round. All right. This is the round as we start second round. It snakes back to me. So I get the first second round pick. This second round pick, I stared at this and went, I love it because I knew it was going to snake back to me. I have no idea what I want to do because there's so many different options here. So many. The running backs, the wide receivers are just absolutely special. There's a linebacker that I see twice a year that I'm thinking about because he's been great. A couple safeties that are awesome. There's a center that you know, Ryan Tracy.
Yes, there is.
But I think the one player, and it goes back to the one player I've always wanted on my team. I thought last year when they put him in the backfield, I thought there was no better football player in the NFL. And I'm taking him right now because, again, I want him on my team. I want Deebo Samuel of the San Francisco 49ers, taking him just in case the individual with the next pick was going to take him. And that would be Eric Crocker. Since you drafted second, it's your pick right here.
Yeah, Deebo Samuel, that's a good one. He definitely was on my list, but he was not number 1 because we got to be strategic with how we're doing our drafting, right? And if I'm being strategic here, I'm actually going to take a cornerback because it starts to get slim pickings. The more you kind of pass on the cornerbacks, a lot of the top guys are first-round picks. So second round, try to figure out who can I grab here, and why not grab a guy who's just coming off of 11 interception season and is backing that up with another terrific year this year, and not just with taking the ball away. He's a guy who's playing locked down. For the most part, did give up a touchdown to Cooper Kupp, but he's been tremendous. I'm going with Trevon Diggs, cornerback out of Alabama.
Very nice. Very well done. I like the philosophy. I like the thought process. Ryan Tracy, that leaves a board full of players to add to Patrick Mahomes. What say you, brother?
Come on. It's not that hard, is it? Right? After you guys pull that stuff?
I mean, okay, here are the players still on the board. Just so Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, Shaq Leonard, Jesse Bates, Budda Baker, Creed Humphrey. Those are just ones that I came up with second round. Which one of those are you taking, Ryan Tracy?
You had it at the top. It's Jonathan Allen. Run to win. Let's go. Line them up. We're all offense all the time right now. We'll figure out our defense here on the back half.
All right. You meant Jonathan Taylor, right?
I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. No,
yeah, him too.
Okay. Yeah. No. Jonathan Allen won the first round, so you can't get him any longer. All right. So through 2 rounds, Eric Crocker, Josh Allen, and Trevon Diggs. Ryan Tracy has gone Patrick Mahomes, expected, and Jonathan Taylor. And I have gone Aaron Donald and Deebo Samuel. Third round's coming up. Ryan Tracy is on the clock in the third round. And as he thinks about what he's doing in the third round, we're going to talk about Simply Safe, keeping you safe. This weekend I travel, going out of town. Texans have a game in Las Vegas. And every time that I have to travel the weekend, I always fret. Is my stuff okay? Is my house okay? Are the people in my house okay? Well, Simply Safe is the team you want on your side. Simply Safe, Simply Safe's advanced technology, whether it's controlling your system from your phone with the app. So I could be in Las Vegas on the Simply Safe app, watching crystal clear HD live stream of my security cameras, wide variety of high-tech sensors, or anything else. They got it for you. Simply Safe professionals come out to the house. They get it all taken care of. They explain everything to you. 24/7 professional monitoring. When a threat is detected, Simply Safe's monitoring professionals promptly contact you. That 24/7 professional monitoring costs $1 a day. I want you to go look in your car in the key where you got to carry all your change. All dudes do this. They have one spot for their drinks and the other spot for their change. Go find 4 quarters out of that, and you have Simply Safe for a month or for a day. How about that? They keep you covered. They keep you safe. Simply Safe blankets your home with protection with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door. HD security cameras are on point for inside and outside. Monitoring experts use proprietary response technology to visually confirm when a break-in is real so you get the highest priority police dispatch. Don't miss this chance to save big when you protect your home with the best. Get 40% off your order when you visit simplysafe.com/LockedOnNFL today. That's simply, with an I, simplysafe.com/LockedOnNFL today. Customize the perfect system for you and your home in just a few minutes. That's simplysafe.com/LockedOnNFL. Go today. There's no safe like Simply Safe. We thank you again for making Locked On NFL Draft your first listen every day. Make sure you check out NFL Key Predictions every Friday on Locked On NFL. Locked On's local experts give you the inside scoop on the 5 biggest games of the NFL weekend, including Sunday and Monday Night Football, plus betting advice from the field's leading experts, BetOnline. Follow NFL Key Predictions every Friday on Locked On NFL, available on the Odyssey app, YouTube, and wherever you get podcasts. All right, boys, we're on to the third round. It's snaked back to Ryan Tracy in the third round. If you're just joining us, and I don't know how you would do that with a podcast, but you just picked it up on YouTube. I don't know how you're doing that. But in the first round, Ryan started off with Patrick Mahomes. Eric then took Josh Allen. I took Aaron Donald, saving my quarterback for later. In the second round, it snaked back to me. I took Deebo Samuel. Eric took Trayvon Diggs. Ryan took running back Jonathan Taylor. We are now to the third round. Ryan Tracy, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go really, really recent because I want a lineman that can protect that backfield. I want to be able to play multiple positions. I mean, we're going to line up only 7 guys, right? So I'm going to stick with a Seahawk right now. You're welcome, Croc. And I'm just going to go with Abraham Lucas because he can do it all. I like what he's got, and I like his future, so I'll take him.
Abe Lucas, I love it. It was so interesting because Abe Lucas is a guy in this past draft. I'm like, why is nobody talking about Abe Lucas? I saw this guy when he was a sophomore in Houston at the Texas kickoff game. They were playing University of Houston. And I stood next to him like, this guy's a unit, man. My God, this guy's enormous. I didn't get it. He's done great with Seattle. It's a very nice pick in the third round. Eric Crocker, I saw the exultation. There is a 49er that won the third round. I don't know if anybody's given any consideration to him.
You talking about Fred Warner?
Yes, I'm talking about Fred Warner.
Yes, I know he was there. I didn't really give it much consideration. I wrote his name down just in case. Okay. But the guy that's right there at the top of my list, he is there for the taking. He's the guy that last game had 8 catches for 108 yards. Yep. The game before that, he actually had 7 receptions for only 25 yards, but 4 touchdowns. We're going tight end. We're going Cincinnati. We're going Travis Kelce. Let's go.
Oh, wow. It's a mild upset because I actually had started to put your name next to a particular wide receiver, and I took a wide receiver in the first round, and I still don't have a quarterback. God, I'm so tempted.
There's only 2 gone. You're going to be all right.
I know, but once you get further down the draft, it gets a little dicey.
It's hard. I think I know what receiver you're talking about as well. I had his name written down. If it's the guy that plays over in Southern California.
Mm-hmm. And he was the triple crown winner last year. But I've already got a wide receiver. I can't do it. I have to go with your guy in San Francisco. I saw him up close last year, and I thought, that's what a linebacker is supposed to look like. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm taking Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers. I went defense Aaron Donald. I went offense with Deebo. I thought about Cooper Kupp, man. When you didn't say Cooper Kupp, I'm like, oh, do I want Cooper Kupp right here? And I just couldn't do it. I had to kind of spread the love. Defense, offense, back to defense. And it snakes back to me for the 4th round. Now, I very easily could take a quarterback here. I have to take a quarterback. If I get to the 7th or undrafted, I'm really hurting. I got my eyes on somebody later. But I'm going to see this guy this weekend. And I think he is moving up the ranks as arguably the best edge rusher in the NFL. I'm going to take from the Raiders defensive end. I'm going to take Max.
Oh, no. That's where I was going.
Yes. I'm taking Max Crosby and breaking hearts. Team Harris is celebrating. They're hugging everybody in the draft room because Max Crosby just came off the board there.
That hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Yeah, I feel
we might have to go to commercial break because I didn't even have anybody else written down. I said it's Max Crosby or nothing.
Now,
Oh my goodness, that's a good one. That's a good one. And he's a guy. I mean, we're talking about an all-pro guy that was drafted in the 4th round out of Eastern Michigan. And gosh, he's been excellent. And he kind of edged out Nick Bosa to make the all-pro team. So that was something that 49er fans were highly upset with, but a terrific player. And you watch him, each game, you can't help but notice him, not because of the tattoos and the flair, but just the motor, the skill, and his ability to just get to the quarterback. Man, that's easy in the 4th round. What do you think about Dak Prescott?
I thought about it because I needed a quarterback, but I've been watching Crosby this week just because we have to play the Raiders on Sunday, and I'm like, my God. I mean, our tackles have played pretty well. PFF numbers have been very, very good on Titus Howard and Laramie Tunsil, but 98's a whole different animal, man. I mean, long, relentless. I mean, he's just as good darting inside as he is using speed and technique outside. Man. Max Crosby's going to be a tough one. Now, that leaves Dak Prescott still on the board. So I didn't take a quarterback yet. I could be hosed here in a little bit, but we'll see. Wide receiver, I'm on Ross St. Brown. Safety from the Bears, Eddie Jackson. 49ers fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And there's also a left tackle that plays for Green Bay. He's coming back off injury, but arguably, when healthy, he was the number 1 offensive tackle in the league. That's David Bakhtiari from the Packers. So those are just a few of the 4th rounders that are left on the board. Eric Crocker, do any of those float your boat?
Yeah, it was tough. And this guy, I mean, he's starting to get a lot more love. They seem to be featuring him a little bit more. I'm going to have to go with Tony Pollard, running back out of Memphis. And that was tough. I had to dig deep because I just thought I had the edge rusher in the bag, Max Crosby.
All right. Damian Pierce is at home saying, Croc, why not me? But, Pollard's done it for a few years. I'll give you credit. All right, Ryan Tracy, last pick in the 4th round. What say you, my man?
I got to get a little crazy. I got to bring some attitude to this team, and I got to chase whatever quarterback you end up picking. So I won't take Dak. I'll leave you that for now. But I am going to go back a little bit because Eric kind of got me thinking like outside of the recent draft history. So with the 4th round selection for the, I don't know.
The fighting Team Tracy's.
Yeah, evidently. The Fiery Gingers now will take. These guys went back-to-back from the same school. One of them plays for a team that I cover every day, and I'm not going to go L'Jarius Steve. But I will take a guy who just had a really nice play the other day, and I think he might be coming on. He's kind of undersized, but I like Amik Robertson. That corner guy wants to play, and I'll put him on this roster, and we will run around.
I like it. I'm going to see him again this weekend, too. It's so funny because he was a guy that I had a number of people, scouts telling me too, like, hey, you watch this guy. He's a little small, but, man, he can run. He's got everything that you're looking for. All right, we are through 4 rounds of the ultimate 7-round NFL draft. We got 5, 6, and 7 / undrafted. 3 more rounds to go. And Ryan Tracy, it'll snake back to you for the 5th round. So be ready for the 5th round pick as we talk a little bit about betonline.net. Now, when this is all over, I'm sure at betonline.net you're going to see Team Harris, Team Tracy, and Team Crocker, and you're going to be able to bet on which team would be the most successful if we had a measurement for that. BetOnline.net is your number 1 source for betting football and the start of the new basketball season. Got Major League Baseball playoffs going on. Find all the latest player developments, team matchups, news, podcasts, in-depth analysis on every game right there at BetOnline. It remains your continued source for all your sports wagering information with live betting and up-to-the-minute scores for every sport out there. Fastest and easiest way to check in on all your favorite games and events. Told you playoffs are going on right here in my city in Houston, in San Diego, and Philadelphia. Not going to talk about that other town. MMA, boxing, golf. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn more. BetOnline, where the game starts. The game has been starting all night in our ultimate 7-round NFL draft on our Friday draft. And it's 5th round time. And it's Ryan Tracy up to bat. Thus far, Ryan Tracy is drafted in the 1st round, Patrick Mahomes. In the 2nd round, he drafted Jonathan Taylor. 3rd round, he went with Abe Lucas, the rookie lineman with the Seahawks, having a great year. In the 4th round, he went with cornerback Amik Robertson. 5th round, this is a good round. This is a good round. You can find a lot of dudes in this round. We'll see where Ryan Tracy wants to start off the 5th round. Where are you going, my man?
I was hoping it would snake back to me here at this spot because I figured if I didn't do this, you all would do it. So with the original 165th pick in his draft in 2016, I'll just go ahead and put them back together. Mahomes now has Tyreek Hill on his roster.
I knew that was coming. When I wrote that down on my board, I was like, that's got, and I'm doing the math. I'm like, if Ryan starts this, yeah, he's taking Tyreek. All right. I still think this is a good round. I think it's a great round, actually, in the 5th round. Eric Crocker thus far has strung together Josh Allen, Trayvon Diggs at corner in the 2nd round. Love it. Travis Kelce in the 3rd. All kinds of Chiefs. And in the 4th round, he went Tony Pollard, the dual threat running back with the Cowboys. Now in the 5th round, it's an opportunity to add a 49er. If you want to do that, not doing that. There's an opportunity to add a Buffalo Bill.
Yes.
There's an opportunity to add a Cincinnati Bengal, which I might do. Eric Crocker, what pick are you making in the 5th round?
We are going Stephon Diggs out of Maryland. Let's go. Pairing them up with his quarterback. I got Josh Allen. I got Diggs. And we got Diggs' brother on the other side of the ball there. So a lot of playmakers going on Team Crocker.
Ooh, family tradition.
Yeah. Thus far, I did not take a quarterback in the 1st round. I went with Aaron Donald in the 1st. I went with Deebo Samuel in the 2nd. I then went with Fred Warner in the 3rd. In the 4th, top of the 4th, I broke hearts and took Max Crosby of the Raiders. And, man, there are a lot of really good names staring at me at this point. A lot. But I really haven't approached the secondary at all. So in a little bit of a surprise because I really gave a lot of consideration to Wyatt Teller, to DJ Reader. That's my dude who left the Texans and went to the Bengals. But I got to help the secondary a little bit. So I'm sticking with the Buffalo Bills theme, and I'm going with safety. Although he didn't start in Buffalo, he got to Buffalo fast enough. I'm good with that. Micah Hyde is now on Team Harris, and I love it in the 5th round, which leads us to the 6th round, and I finally take my quarterback. Say it with me, gentlemen. I am taking quarterback Tom Brady. Yes, Tom Brady. I basically had to take it in the 6th round. I was just hoping, like, okay, they could have blocked me, but they didn't, so I'm okay with that. Tom Brady is now on Team Harris. All right, 6th round could be tough, Eric Crocker. But there are a couple of names, one in particular that if I had to take quarterback earlier, I knew exactly who I wanted to take here. It wasn't sexy, but I knew exactly who I wanted to take. In the 6th round, what does Team Crocker do to add to your squad?
It starts to get a little slim once you get into these later rounds, but I'm actually going to stay at the running back position. I know I got Tony Pollard. I'm going to pair him with Elijah Mitchell, running back from the Raging Cajuns, and also drafted by the San Francisco 49ers, but now he's a current member of Team Crocker. And 49ers miss him in real life right now. I mean, they have had some cool runs, but nothing that's been too consistent. You watch them against the Atlanta Falcons. I think their leading rusher had 25 rushing yards. They miss Elijah Mitchell, a guy who missed 5 games as a rookie, but still was just shy of 1,000 yards on a year. He can run the rock, just has to stay healthy. But I'm going to take him in the 6th round.
Very nice. All right, Ryan Tracy, you will draft in the 6th round. You will then snake back to the 7th and undrafted. So it could be somebody drafted in the 7th or somebody that was undrafted. You just went with Tyreek Hill to pair him with Patrick Mahomes. What you doing in the 6th round?
I'm building the all-offensive team, and I want to book in a Croc selection here. And I'm interested to see, just as a side note, whether you guys think that this is a Hall of Fame career, because this is it for him. But I'm going to take Travis's brother, Jason Kelce, and I'm going to block for all these special weapons I got.
That was the one I was thinking of. That I was going with Jason Kelce in the 6th round. If we didn't go, if I had to get a quarterback earlier for some reason, I just, you guys left Josh Allen on the board. I was going to jump on Josh Allen, and Jason Kelce was going to be my guy in the 6th round. Darren Waller, nope. Michael Onwenu, guard, nope. Malcolm Rodrigo, nope. And that leaves us in the 7th and undrafted. Now, it could be 7th rounder, it could be an undrafted guy. There are a bunch of undrafted guys. This round might be all undrafted guy. I know exactly where I'm going with this particular pick. Ryan Tracy, your last pick of the ultimate 7-round NFL draft is?
It's a tough one. I've been looking at this over the last couple of rounds, to tell you the truth. And I just can't make a decision. It's problematic because there are so many standouts from this group. And once we opened it up to the undrafteds, man, that really sent me over the moon, to tell you the truth. But for me, I think I'm just going to go with the guy that I like the most, the guy that I think can add to what I'm trying to do. And, everybody's got a shot. You can get there, but where did I just had his name here a second ago? And it is a guy who does play for this team right now. And I'm going to take the easy way out. And I'm going to grab Jalen Watson, an underrated corner from Wazoo, who's making an impact as a rookie.
Oh, Ryan Tracy goes, Jalen Watson. Good pick. I didn't see that one coming at all, but I like it. And he drops a corner. Eric Crocker, I don't know if you're thinking about a corner, but you've already you are thinking about a corner. You've already got Trayvon Diggs. You got him in the second round.
I'm pairing him with the cornerback. I think another ball hawk. Got drafted by the New England Patriots, but currently on the Chargers. And it started off a little slow right now, but we're going J.C. Jackson. I think he's going to turn up. I think he's going to turn into that ball hawk and cornerback that we're used to seeing. So I got Diggs on one side. I got J.C. Jackson on the other side. Two guys that definitely are known for taking the ball away.
Oh, when you said cornerback and you said New England Patriots, I gasped. I'm like, there's no way. You cannot take my guy. My God, this is arguably my favorite player in the NFL that's not a Texan. And he signed as an undrafted with the Patriots, but he was cut at the very end of camp. And the Indianapolis Colts went and made a claim on this young man from Valdosta, Georgia. And Kenny Moore, I think, has turned into one of the top players, 5'9", 185 pounds. I talked to him at the end of our game last year, and I was looking down at him, and I'm like, this guy's freaking awesome. And when I was doing undrafteds, I'm like, if I can get Kenny Moore, I will absolutely draft Kenny Moore. So I am leaving Patrick Ricard, Shaquille Barrett, Jordan Poyer, Charles Leno, Jalen Mills, Jordan Mailata from Australia was taken in the 7th round. Jawan Jennings was taken in the 7th round. I want Kenny Moore. Undrafted. That's who I want. All right, let's look back
out of Valdosta State. And I just missed playing him. I played Valdosta 2 years prior. Matter of fact, playing against Valdosta, obviously I went to the Division II. I went to a Division II school as well.
Yeah.
When I played Valdosta my senior year, which was 2011, and he went to the NFL 2013. But no, excuse me. No, I missed him by a few years. His freshman year was 2013. My senior year was 2011. But when we played Valdosta State, they were the number 4 Division II school in the nation. And they came in with their noses turned up, and they're just going to beat us and all this. And I feel like I should have gotten Defensive Player of the Week from that game. But I ended the game. I had an interception, and that didn't do it, right? They came back. They got the ball again. They still had another chance to score. And then, boom, I forced a fumble. We recovered it, and that did it. Sealed the game. So I forced 2 takeaways. Obviously, that's including my interception against Valdosta State, who's Kenny Moore's alma mater.
Yes, Kenny Moore. I had a buddy of mine who was the running backs coach at Valdosta State when Hal Mumme was the head coach. Guy Morris, who ended up being the Baylor and Kentucky coach, was the O-line coach. Dana Holgerson was the wide receivers coach. Mike Leach was the offensive coordinator. And my buddy was the running backs coach and recruiting coordinator. I'm like, boy, man, how did they accept you into that group? I always joke with them. All right, here's your ultimate 7-round draft right here. Let's see how we did. Here's Ryan Tracy's team. 1st round, Patrick Mahomes. 2nd round, Jonathan Taylor. 3rd round, Abe Lucas. 4th round, Amik Robertson. 5th round, Tyreek Hill. 6th round, Jason Kelce. And 7th round, Jalen Watson from the Kansas City Chiefs. For Eric Crocker, he went Josh Allen out of the chute. 2nd round, he went to Trayvon Diggs of the Cowboys. 3rd round, Travis Kelce. Slam dunk. Man, that was a good pick. 4th round, Tony Pollard, the dual threat running back from the Cowboys. 5th round, he went Stephon Diggs. Boy, that's a great pick. 6th round, Elijah Mitchell of the 49ers. And the 7th undrafted round, Eric went with J.C. Jackson, now of the Chargers, formerly the Patriots. I did not take a quarterback in the 1st round because I played the odds, and these guys helped me out a little bit, so thank you. Aaron Donald in the 1st, Deebo Samuel in the 2nd, and 3rd, I went Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker for the Niners. Max Crosby broke hearts in the 4th. In the 5th, Micah Hyde in the 6th. I went with Thomas Edward Brady. And in the 7th, I went with one of my favorites. My favorite that's not a Texan right now. That's Kenny Moore of the Indianapolis Colts. Gentlemen, that was well done. Excellent job by all of you. Eric Crocker, Ryan Tracy, excellent. Hey, we want to thank you for making Locked On NFL Draft your first listen every day. We'll have another Friday night draft next week. So you want to hit us up with some ideas, some suggestions? We'll take them. Send them in. That's cool. Now make your second listen, the Peacock and Williamson NFL show. Brian Peacock and former NFL scout Matt Williamson give you the expert in NFL analysis in less than 30 minutes. It's free and available wherever you get podcasts. Boys, that was a blast. Nice job. I know that my team probably beats your two teams, but it's subject to debate. So we'll leave it to the people as well. For Eric, for Ryan, I'm John. We'll see you next time. Have a great weekend right here on Locked On NFL Draft. Let's go.
Peace.